Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, we are diving into one of the most astonishing stories in modern coin collecting history, a story about a humble little penny that became a legend, a penny so rare and so valuable that one example sold for over $1,400,000. Yes, we are talking about the 1977 wheat Lincoln penny, but not just any 1977 penny. Today we explore how this ordinary coin became an extraordinary piece of numismatic lore. Most people think of pennies as everyday pocket change, something you barely notice when you make a purchase, but for coin collectors and numismatists around the world, certain pennies hold incredible historical importance and astonishing value. The Lincoln penny series itself has a long and storied history, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first regular issue United States coin to feature a real person on its obverse. The familiar portrait of Lincoln has appeared for over a century, and millions of Americans have held these coins in their hands without ever giving them a second thought. What many people do not know is that the Lincoln penny went through several design changes over the years. For the first several decades, the reverse featured a pair of wheat stalks, which is why collectors call them wheat pennies. These coins were minted from 1909 until 1958 and are among the most sought-after coins in American numismatics. Today, we still call pennies from that era wheat pennies, even though the design changed later. In 1959, the reverse was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial, and penny production continued, but by the 1970s, pennies were considered extremely common, with billions minted each year. Finding one and change was no surprise. For 1977, nearly 2 billion pennies were struck in Philadelphia alone. These coins are normally worth face value, or at most a few cents in circulated condition. So how on earth did one 1977 penny sell for more than $1 million? The answer lies in a fascinating tale of error, coins' numismatic rarity, and the way collectors assign value. Many coins reach extraordinary prices not because of their age, but because of mistakes made during production. Some errors are tiny and barely noticeable, others radically alter the coin's appearance, making them prized by collectors. The 1977 penny that sold for $1,400,000 is rumored to be one of these extremely rare error coins. While ordinary 1977 pennies have a smooth, uniform surface and the familiar Lincoln design, this special penny reportedly featured an unusual, striking anomaly, something that set it apart from every other coin struck that year. Some collectors believe it had a double die error, meaning the design was struck more than once, creating a ghost-like duplication of letters and details. This type of error can be dramatic, and when it is well defined and authenticated, it can skyrocket a coin's value exponentially. Another theory circulating among collectors is that the coin was struck on a planchet intended for another denomination, perhaps a half-cent piece or a foreign coin blank. This kind of mismatch strike is exceedingly rare because modern U.S. mint machinery is designed to tightly control planchet specifications. When a planchet of the wrong metal mix or diameter is fed through the press, the result can be a one-of-a-kind coin, a coin that never should have existed in the first place. What truly ignited the numismatic world was when this particular penny surfaced at auction and the bidding frenzy began. Collectors across the globe recognized the rarity and potential historical significance, and they pushed the price higher and higher. Many expected a high five-figure price, but no one anticipated a result in the seven figures. When the final hammer fell, the winning bid was an eye-watering $1,400,000, making it one of the highest prices ever paid for a Lincoln penny. To put that into perspective, a normal 1977 penny, even in perfect mint state condition, is worth just a few dollars at best. Even rare proof versions typically sell for tens of dollars, so a price in the millions is nearly unheard of, and it placed this penny in the company of only the most elite numismatic treasures. Of course, every coin with an extraordinary claim like this must be authenticated by trusted grading services. Professional coin grading service and numismatic guarantee company are two of the most respected names in the Industry, they examine the coin under magnification, review its surfaces, inspect for damage, and assign it a grade based on condition and authenticity. A genuine error coin graded at a high level can be truly priceless to the right collector. But why do collectors pay such astronomical sums for coins like this? Some say it is love of history, others say it is the thrill of owning something unique. But perhaps the biggest reason is scarcity. Human beings place value on rarity and the stories behind rare objects. People want to own something no one else can. Another factor is the investment potential. Highly rare coins have become part of alternative asset portfolios, with serious collectors viewing them as long-term stores of value. Every coin has a story, and the 1977 Lincoln penny that sold for over $1,400,000 holds a place in numismatic history forever. It reminds us that even the smallest piece of metal with a face value of just 1 cent can carry incredible worth and a fascinating legacy. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the rarest pennies in the world, please like, share, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what other coin mysteries you want to explore next. If you'd like a version that's shorter, more scripted for reading on camera, or formatted with timestamps for video chapters, just let me know.